Chapter 7: The Cost of Detour. The click of the handcuffs was a sharper, colder sound than the clanging of the school gates had ever been. It was the sound of a life fracturing. And in that moment, the scholar learned the true cost of taking the wrong road. In the dim, flickering light of the police station, Ted looked at his hands, the hands that should have been measuring soil pH and planting the seeds of a village's rebirth, and saw only the stains of a desperate detour. The scholar had become a statistic, and the brilliance he once carried now only served to illuminate the depth of his fall. The city had finally exacted its price, and it was far more expensive than any degree could ever be. The law, like true education, often catches up to those who try to outrun it. One cold, unforgiving night, Ted and his companions were caught. His first-class degree felt like a cruel joke. He was arrested, tried, and sentenced to 6 months in jail. The prison cell was dark, cold, and utterly silent, an eternity of forced, painful reflection. Ted finally faced himself. He was Theodore Kofi, the scholar who failed, the boy who betrayed the dog, the parents, and the teacher. He realized he had stolen his own dignity. When Ted walked out of the prison gates, he was unrecognizable. He immediately turned his back on the city. He needed home. When he finally reached the small, familiar shack, his parents were stunned, then overcome. They didn't ask where he had been. They simply pulled him into a desperate, tearful embrace. It was his mother who delivered the next crushing blow. "Lucy waited for you, Ted, for a long time. But you disappeared, son. She thought you were gone forever." Lucy got married 6 months ago. The news was catastrophic. The knowledge that his poor choices had cost him his career and his true love sent Ted into the deepest depression he had ever known. His parents encouraged him to visit the small, whitewashed church. "You tried to fix your shame alone, Teddy," his father said, "and you failed. Now you must allow others to help you carry the weight." Reluctantly, Ted agreed. He started by attending the quiet, midweek youth activities. Slowly, tentatively, Ted began to engage. He found small tasks, cleaning the benches, organizing the meager library. He listened to the simple lessons about hope, forgiveness, and the idea that your past failures do not define your future worth. He realized that true redemption wasn't about erasing the mistakes. It was about choosing to live better. He was ready to stop looking backward at the darkness and start walking forward into the light. Ted stood at the back of the small church, the scent of floor wax and old wood acting as a balm to his scarred spirit. He looked at his hands, clean now and ready for honest work once more. He had lost much: his reputation, his time, and the woman who had been his peace. But as the sun set behind the gnarled oak tree outside, he felt a flicker of something he hadn't felt in years, a quiet, humble resolve. He wasn't the boy who collapsed on the road, nor was he the scholar in the charcoal suit. He was a man who had been broken and was now being rebuilt, one small, faithful act at a time.
The shadows were finally receding, but the greatest tribute was yet to be built. Join us on Chapter 8, where Ted finds a way to honor the dog who started it all. Discovers that while some things are lost forever, a legacy of love truly dies.